Yeah, looking for blood on the street.
Well, Mr. President, it's good to have you back. I'm delighted you're able to make the trip to be here, and it's an honor to be by your side in the united defense against what is a brutal, brutal war being waged by Putin. 300 days. Hard to believe. 300 days been going through this, and Putin has waged a brutal assault on the Ukraine's right to exist as a nation, and the attack on innocent Ukrainian people for no reason other than intimidating. And he's escalated his assault on civilians after hitting schools, orphanages, hospitals, landmarks. And he's trying to use winter as a weapon. And but the Ukrainian people continue to inspire the world. I mean that sincerely. Not just inspire us, but inspire the world with their courage and how they have chose the resilience and resolve for their future. And the American people have stood proudly with them, Democrats and Republicans, together with our allies in Europe, Japan, and other places, to make sure you have the financial, humanitarian, and security assistance that is needed. We're going to talk about that today. And we're going to continue to strengthen Ukraine's ability to defend itself, particularly air defense, and that's why we're going to be providing Ukraine with Patriot missile battery and training your forces to be able to accurately use it. Together with our partners, we're also going to continue to impose costs on the Kremlin, and we'll support Ukraine pursuing a just peace. President Zelensky, the United States stands with the brave people of Ukraine. We stand with you. You've been a great leader. And by the way, we have a famous thing that occurs once a year. We pick the Man of the Year in Time magazine. You are the Man of the Year in the United States of America. And so welcome. We have a lot to talk about, and the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Great honor for me to be here. Dear journalists, thank you so much for the invitation. I really wanted to come earlier. Mr. President knows about it, but I couldn't do it because the situation was so difficult. And now, if I came in that we control the situation, and because of support. And first of all, because of your support, and I understand that we have very important topics, and we'll discuss them, everything, so many challenges in Ukraine, in Europe, in the world, and from energy to situation on battlefield, but first of all, all my appreciations from my heart, from the heart of Ukrainians, all Ukrainians, from our nation, strong nations, all the appreciation to you, first of all, Mr. President, for your big support and leadership. Of course, Europe, many countries helped us and are helping now, because the war is not over. It's a bit, but anyway, but that is your leadership. Thank you, first of all. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Of course, thanks my partisan support, thanks Congress, and thanks from our just ordinary people to your ordinary people, Americans. I really appreciate. I think it's very difficult to understand what does it mean when we say appreciate, but you really have to feel it. And thank you so much. Great honor to be here. And yesterday I was on Donbass in Bakhmut. That is the place on the east of our country. You know all the details. We had so many phone calls and spoke detailedly about it. And I want to give you something. One guy, he's really real hero, real captain, and he asked me to pass his award. And he asked me to pass his award to President Biden. You will understand. He is the captain of HIMARS battery. Yes, he's very brave, and he said, give it to very brave president. And I want to give you that at the cross for military merit. That is one.
Oh, God love you.
Yes, that is from him, and I have the list. He wrote the list. Yes, I didn't read, Mr. President. I can't read. It's not it's in Ukrainian language, but here the translation. It's from
Thank
him.
you. And his name is, I have his name, I could
Yes,
contact him?
yes, yes.
Pablo.
Pavlo, так.
Well, undeserved, but much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He said that many his brothers, this system saved. So thank you very much.
Well, we have a tradition here, and I will give it to him. My son, who fought in Iraq, they have what they call a command coin. You've seen those coins we have in the battlefield? I will make sure that he gets one of those.
Great. Give me, I will give.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. What a great honor.
Thank
Great
you.
honor. Well, thank you, press. Appreciate it.
Same thing, same thing. 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 Egypt to America. Egypt to America. Egypt to America. Egypt to America. Same thing, same thing. 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 Same thing.
The Book of Exodus, Chapter 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters, to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. From Egypt to America. From Egypt to America. Egypt to America. Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing. Same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
Same thing.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
Same thing.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Same thing.
But the midwives feared God, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives, and said unto them, Why have ye done this thing?
They were getting fruit thrown at them, spit in their face, threatening their family and their parents. Where's the account of them coming back and shooting up all the Edomites? When did it happen, huh? Where's the account of them going back? You know they had guns too, man. And look at this so-called white woman, man. Where's the account of them going back, shooting up a building? Boy, man, that had to be hell. I could just imagine that had to be hell on earth. I would have lost my mind. You know? So we're two different types of people, huh? See, Jake, Eve, they got a different spirit. We got a different spirit. We deal with adversity, affliction. We could be broke. And these Edomites during the Great Depression, they was killing themselves, huh? They're emotionally weak. When the stock market crashed, they were jumping out of buildings. Jake was hustling and grinding. They were tying ropes around their neck and killing themselves during the Great Depression. And Jake was out there hustling, getting jobs, working damn 16 hours a day. We're just two different types of people. When we go to Genesis 25 and we speak about being stronger, we can't isolate it and just say, okay, well, we're stronger. Who dominates basketball, boxing, and football? No. Who dominates everything cognitively, mentally, and emotionally? We do. If any other nation was to go through the curses that we go through from 16 through 48, they'll be extinct. They'll be gone. Even as modern day scientists, they're baffled on how we survived slavery. They're absolutely whatever word you want to use, on how did a nation of people survive 500 years of hardcore rape, robbery, and murder. These other nations couldn't deal with that. And we sang songs in the field to get by, huh? We had secret language. We did what it took through the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to survive those things. Esau couldn't do that, huh? He didn't have no comforting spiritual songs and ways and hope. So that's why Esau, as America falls, they're gonna lose their mind. They've never seen this place go down. They're looking at the economy crash and they don't know how to handle that. We know how to be broke. They don't know how to be broke. We know how to be without. They don't know how to be without. They're losing their mind. And shootings are increasing because they're short-circuiting because they have never seen a kingdom fall.